Welcome to another episode of Going Beyond the Scale. I had wanted to do this outside. One, it's crazy cold. I could have dealt with that okay, but I was concerned whether or not the connection would work. So I'm here at Cobalt Lofts Gym, which I love this gym. And right over there, that side, is where we have the 3 Peloton spin bikes. That's where I go and when I'm spinning. Anyway, on the treadmill, I'm trying to go slow, not running or do anything like incline. I do a lot of incline treadmill work because I didn't know how this is going to sound if it was going to, and also this camera kind of will flop around a little bit. Anyway, what I wanted to share was learned a lot of things on Biggest Loser. I think you guys have heard me say before, May 10th this year is 10-year anniversary of our Biggest Loser finale. I have a lot of things planned for that. I'm really excited about 10 years of my life that has evolved since Biggest Loser, the things I've learned from other people. So I'll be sharing more and more of that as we go forward into this year. But the one big thing I wanted to share today was one of the critical key things that we learned a lot of stuff from Biggest Loser, learned a lot of stuff from Bob, learned a lot of stuff from Jillian, other trainers that you guys maybe didn't know. But the one thing that I read in a New York Times article piece this morning about movement and exercise, and it's not a new thing, but what they basically are talking about is whether or not you do, high intensity training, HIIT classes, or you do crazy weight training or whatever that is, you really want to constantly be in a state as much as you can of motion, mainly because it makes a world of difference. And why I will tell you that I know that to be true is literally probably the biggest thing that I've done for the past 10 years has been every day in some way, somehow, some way, been moving, been tracking that, been paying attention to it. Some days I do more, some days I do less, but generally speaking, I'm always in a state of movement. Why? Because if you watch Biggest Loser, you would see the crazy last chance workouts that we did, people throwing up and falling off of stuff, and it makes for great TV, but that's not really what was going on overall. What was really happening was Jillian would work with this, Bob would work with this, but Jillian would say every time she'd leave the ranch and we'd be there by ourselves, your assignment today is to walk to China. And the first time she said that, like, what the hell, how can we walk to China? We're on the friggin' ranch, you can't get across the water, whatever. What are you talking about? What she meant was she wanted us to, we had no job. We couldn't get on the internet. We had no cell phones. We couldn't do anything other than eat well and exercise. But in this particular case, what she wanted us to do was move, because most of us that really been metabolically challenged, we start to live and breathe and sit on the couch, and we kind of stay there, and we wait for something to happen sometime in the future. Well, as it turns out, walking to China was about, she wanted us, even if we weren't sweating or going crazy, to allow our body to keep metabolically moving, to be able to kind of burn calories, to be able to move the hydration through our system, blood flow, mental, everything. So it was probably one of the biggest life lessons that we had while we were there. And for myself, I found that after the show, it just made sense to keep that up. So I always recommend that to people. And obviously you have a job and you have things you can do or can't do. But if you can, as much as you can, no matter what it is, each day, try to find as much as you can to be able to be in a state of movement. It could be on a treadmill. It could be outside. If you can't really run, what I tell people is you don't have to go fast. You can actually get on a treadmill and increase the incline. You can go very slow as if you're going up some crazy hill. And actually what it does is it's really good at burning a lot of calories. So this is short and sweet, mainly because there's other people working out here and I don't want to really bother them any more than I already have and what they're doing. But please, for yourself, think about where you are in terms of whether you're exercising or not. Look for opportunities each day, each week, to keep upping your movement, whether you're using a Fitbit, whether you're using Garmin, whether you're using your Apple Watch, whatever that is. Use those tracking tools to really help you see where you're going. And I will tell you, in this year of yes to yourself and to what you want to be able to do, even if you did nothing else, no matter if you didn't lose a pound, your body and your sense of self and well-being will be much better at the end of the year by continuing to move. So as always, thank you for your generosity of support and listening and sharing, and especially comments, anything that you want to be able to learn about, hear about, and especially supporting everybody in the Going Beyond Scale community. So until tomorrow, this is day 5 until we get to the beginning of the new month. Tomorrow will be day 4, and I'll be back with another piece of food for thought for us to ponder as we go and end this month strong and set ourselves up powerfully for a great February and the rest of the year. Okay, see you guys later. Bye-bye.